Hello everyone, I am Chase at Rocky Mountain ATVMC, giving you a closer look at the Tech 5 boot from Alpinestars. Alright, so today we're giving you a closer look at the Tech 5 boot coming from Alpinestars. So the Tech 5 fits right in the middle of Alpinestars lineup, so it's going to carry that mid-level price. You're going to be well under the $300 mark. But what I like about this is that at that price point, a lot of cool features that I really enjoy that are built in. So before we get too far into those, let's just quickly go over fitment. Now with the Tech 5, for me, it fits true to size, very comfortable. That's one thing I have to give up to Alpinestars. Every boot that I've ever tried on from them have always been very comfortable right out of the box. A little stiff, going to take a little bit of time to break in, but it's hard to beat the step and comfort that they have with their boots. The toe box on the Tech 5, nice and wide, so for wider feet, it's going to accommodate those well. But remember, this isn't a apparel item, which means we have our fit guarantee. So if you buy the Tech 5 or any boot that we sell at Rocky Mountain, if you are not happy with the sizing or fitment, send it back to us in brand new, unused condition. We want to make sure you do get the size and fitment you're looking for, and that is why we give free shipping both ways on your first exchange. So with the Tech 5, I will just point out that right out of the box, very comfortable, like I said, but it is a little stiff, so just give it some time. It will break in the more you wear it. But when you talk about construction, they're using a couple different materials here. So you've got microfiber for the upper part of the construction. Over top of this entire boot, you can see a lot of hard TPU, but then on the toe box, they actually use a material they call action leather. So you're getting 3 different materials essentially for the makeup of this. You can see over top of that toe box on the action leather, you've got all that hard TPU here. If we look at the lateral side, a lot of good impact protection there. Wrapping around to the back, you can see what I like over around that heel cup area. You're going to have that hard TPU. And then again, on that medial side, you can see lots of hard TPU wrapping itself around and then working its way all the way up the side of the boot. So nice flat surface. I like the profile of this boot. It sits nice and flat, so it's going to help with good contact on the bike, especially when you're really squeezing it with your legs. And also you notice too, since that TPU works its way all the way up to the top, very good durability that you're going to get built into this. So if we look at the buckles, one of my favorite features about the Tech 5 is going to be in their buckle design. I feel like Alpinestars buckles are some of the best that are available. So very simple to operate. So I'm actually going to pop this one up real quick. So the way it works is simple. You got your strap, you have your buckle, just push it through. These are self-aligning. Once you've done that, just snap it down. So very easy to operate. If you have a glove on, shouldn't be an issue. And because of this design, even if you have dirt or gunk built up in there, they still work very well. The buckles and the straps, if you are wondering, yes, these are going to be replaceable. And then if you look up the front here, you can see there is that large shin plate. Again, very hard TPU. So great impact protection that you're getting built in here. So if we flip it around, we look at the medial side. One feature I really like, especially again at that mid-level price, is you have their biomechanical hinge here, or this pivot point. So what I really like about that, and that goes for any boot, is that it allows the boot to flex, but also it's going to give good lateral rigidity as well, so good side-to-side support. And also too, when you have that pivot point or a hinge on any boot, what I like is that if you're off the bike just walking, or when you are riding, that will help or limit any sort of bulge that you get on the inside of the boot. So overall, again, I like the fact that they do have that pivot point at this price. Looking in the back as well, when we talk about flexibility, you can see you do have those accordion stretch panels here with that microfiber, and those are there just to help aid again in that flex right out of the box. So that is the outside. Let's take a look at the inside real quick. A couple features here I do want to point out. So undo these buckles. So at the top, you have Velcro closure. Oh, let me undo that. So you've got your Velcro closure. You can see you've got this gaiter here. It comes up about halfway up the boot. You're going to have a mesh liner on the inside, which can be moisture wicking. On the inside, you're not going to be able to see it, but you do have an EVA footbed that is removable, and if you do need to, you can replace it. So if it does wear down over time, take it out, replace it. You're going to be good to go. Let me do these buckles back up real quick. So last thing I want to show you with the Tech 5 is going to be in the sole. So looking at the sole, it's pretty unique. They have a one-piece foot shell that is a dual compound construction. So actually, I'll flip it back up so you can see that. So that actually works its way all the way around. So you have the foot shell that the boot sits inside of, and then inside or on the bottom here, you have a rubber compound that Alpinestars uses that is very tacky, gives very good grip on the foot pegs. There is a steel shank in here as well that comes about halfway up the boot to add to the rigidity of the sole. And if you are wondering, the sole on this is replaceable. So if you do wear through it, you can replace it, send it back to Alpinestars, they'll replace it for you. And what's nice about that, it really helps add to the longevity and the durability of the investment that you are making. Now another thing on the inside you're not gonna be able to see, they do have a nice soft padding around the ankle area, which again, like I said earlier, just adds to the step and comfort of these boots. And there it is. That is the Tech 5 coming from Alpinestars, again, right in the middle of their lineup. If you have any questions or comments about these, or if you own a pair, leave your questions or comments below. We will get your questions answered. To pick yours up, it is real simple. Just click on the link at the end of this video. And if you want to see more great mid-level boot options, we have a mid-level boot buyer's guide. So if you're not quite sure which one you feel is going to be best for you, watch that video because we show you some of our favorites, and that will give you a good starting point. Orders over $75 ship free. If you guys like this video, well, give it a thumbs up, get subscribed. That way you're always up to date and stay in the loop on the latest product spotlights, gear guides, and how-to videos that we're constantly filming. I am Chase. We'll see you on the trails.